I remember Abu from a while ago, 7th grade. Ever since that fight he got into with Duran because he grew a great jelly on his white teeth. I was quite surprised at Abu's actions because I just remember last week back in Africa he ran away from that baby hyena. I lost respect for him as a fellow African tribe member, even though he was the darkest in our village. I was running with Buffalo, my daily exercise, and Abu was in the kitchen with the women of the village making stew. He wasn't allowed to hunt with the older kids for fear of his no swag and always running from those and caterpillars. I mean, but he was a funny character indeed. From that time we put on our mask and chased him halfway up that tree. He was fast. Abu, I'm going to miss him from just. God. He was just such an African. And he had just learned how to get his click right. And the fellow members of the tribe were so proud. We baked a pig in his honor, and we named it Abu Bakar Swayfway. I see Gingdoro Luke. And after today, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Like, I was so close to him as a fellow tribe mate from when I killed that caterpillar for him in his hut, just about that big. He was at the top of the teepee, scared out of his mind. God, and from that spanking that he got in front of the entire village for disrespecting his father by coming outside with his loin claws. I don't know. I guess he got hit so hard that he knocked him into amnesia and started swinging from the vines like the African Tarzan. I mean, there's been some great times with Abu. Like, he made me this excellent stew one day because I had just become the champion of my village in our African striking while Abu was in his loincloth on the sideline cheering for me. That gave me the encouragement that I needed just to become the strong warrior I am today. And even though Abu will not be in the kitchen with the women of the village anymore, cooking the stew and adding the correct amount of leopard that I told him to add, no stew will ever be as watery as Abu. Like, I guess he just wept his tears in it because everybody made fun of him because he couldn't do nothing. I mean, he was skinny, he was little, he was fragile. He had no muscular mass at all. I just don't know. Like, but he was such a good person, kind-hearted, always smiling through his tears. I don't think I'll ever meet another African as just funny and as scared of caterpillars as Abu was. I mean, God, he was so scared of everything. I just thought it was so funny, but now that he's not going to be with us anymore, I don't know how I'm going to take it. I mean, even though most of the village seems to takes this as a great lifting of our shoulders because he made us look bad and everything, his father disowned him as his son. I mean, he took away his last name, Abawawa, and he just gave him there was just nothing else, He wandered around our village with nothing to do, and I would always be out hanging from a tree, eating my bananas for my protein and potassium. And Abu I would hear some weeping somewhere not far off, and I would always go, and it would be this one bush. It didn't have any leaves though. It was just sticks. I mean, but I believe it was that bush because Abu just blended right in with the sticks, Just like just like a very burned stick that we had took from the fire and just, you know, just attached it right back onto the bush. And, you know, he would cry, and I would tell him, Abu, it's okay to be bitch made sometimes. But you just gotta work through it. I mean, I bought him what the Americans call an iPod, and a great Arabian person named Azaz told me about this great app called Cooking Mama that I believed helped increase Abu's just his stew making skills, you know. And after his day, I'm just going to miss him. His running away, his crying, God, he was the only African I knew with a period. It was just Abu. There was no one like him, and he will indeed never be forgotten. His cries, screams, and that gross picture of him in his loincloth will forever be embedded into my heart. Although the village will probably forget about him and have a big celebration now that he's gone. I will celebrate with him, but deep down, like I'm talking deep as shit down, like deep, I will weep for him somewhat, or at least I think I'll weep for him. I probably won't weep for him. Bye bye, boo.